Hello and welcome everyone, Adel with you here in a new video. Today we're gonna be unboxing and then reviewing the lubllusion LL30 from ENERMAX. Special thanks to ENERMAX for sending us this review sample that we're gonna later on use in a build, in a PC build, and a very beautiful PC build. Stay tuned. First thing that we see when we have the box facing us is that it's compatible with every existing RGB control system. Here we have the name, the lubllusion LL30, and here we have some details, and this is the look of the case. This is how it will look. It is very beautiful. It has RGBs here, and then here too, and then on the top too, of course. On this side we don't have any much information at all. This side we have the look of the case, how it is taken off all apart and every existing part of it. We have it says that it has a tempered glass of 4mm one. It has to be very cautious about it not to break it, and it has RGB addressable from ENERMAX because it has a special control type, which is here, this button one. This small button allows you to control the RGBs of this case. And from this side we have the specifications that we're gonna see later on, but be always careful to check some very important informations here, which are the dimension of the case. Does your desk have enough space for it? If you're gonna put it under the desk, is the space under the desk enough to put the case in here? Is your motherboard compatible with it? It is here, motherboard type ATX, micro ATX and mini ATX. I am talking now about the very most important parts, but I already made a video about how to choose a case and you can check it out for more information. So we're not gonna be covering everything. I'm just gonna see talking that if you ever want this case, don't just rush and buy any case, not just this one. I mean, you have to check with these informations first, and then the most important part, which is not written here, and if it's not written and you want it, then just you have to either live with it or go to another case, is that does it have a driver bay or a slot to have a DVD driver. And this part here is a very important part too, which is the suggested height of the cooler and the suggested length of the VGA card. So if your VGA card is longer than 355mm, you won't be able to plug it in this case without any problem, so you may have to do some DIYs or cutting some shortcuts. The bottom side doesn't have any informations. The unboxing of this case is very easy, as this case is not front facing the side, so you just have to pull it out and you are done. We pull this part too. It was the protective part. So here is the case, and now for the unboxing. For the unbagging, because this is a plastic bag. Here it is. It's very extremely beautiful. Now we're gonna open up the side panel. Now, to open it up, you open it like if it's a door, like this. You take this part off and you open it up like this, and then you pull to your side. Oops, like this. This is how the case looks. As we said, it would fit any ATX motherboard, micro ATX and mini ATX. It already has the standoffs attached to it. Standoffs aren't very hard to install, but it's a good thing to already have them installed for beginners. It has 2 fans slots on the top. or a 240 millimeter radiator or 120 millimeter radiators, and it goes up to 280 millimeter radiator at the top. At the back we have one fan slot, 120 millimeter fan, or we can replace it by a radiator and 120 millimeter radiator. In the front we have let me put it like this so you can see, we have 3 fan slots, or a 360 millimeter radiator, but it comes with only 1 fan installed. So if you want to have 3 fans installed, you would want to think to bring 2 others with you. Something that I really liked about, and we can see that we have many holes for cable management. I mean, it's a cable management paradise, if you can call it like that. It's completely open from here. We can put all the cables that we have, fan cables, anything. Here we have to these holes right here, from here and from here to where we can either pull the VGA cable from here or from this side, depending on the size of their VGA or of your VGA card. So if it's a shortcut, you can pull it from here. If it's a long one, you can pull it from here directly, or SATA cables here too. So I have not tried yet, but I am thinking that cable management will be very easy here. We can take off the power supply strut by unscrewing these 2 screws from here. I know that I'm taking my time in this video, but this video is dedicated for someone who wants to buy this case and wants to know anything about it. So that's why I am really taking all my time and showing everything it has, every feature, every part, every side, every fan it has, everything. And if you have any more questions after that, if you have any ideas you want to know, anything, you just need to ask me and I'll answer them on my Instagram, which is dailygtech. You push to your side and then it falls automatically. But don't forget to take off all the screws. We have 1 here, 1 in the middle, and 1 in this side, and 2 in the back side. Now, as I said, we have noise reduction here, which is very good. It would help me make this case very, very noiseless. And we have that too here. So the problem with the glass panels is that they vibrate when the fan speed is very high. They have rubber here in the 4 places and rubber here to make it very, very noiseless. We open it up very easily just by pushing, very standard. The manual, ENERMAX, lubllusion, LL30, yes. They are explaining everything and anything. To this LED control panel, which you plug all your fans. It has 7 ends, but you can plug more than 7 LED parts, because you can plug one inside the other and then plug the other one here. Like with the square RGB fans, you can plug one inside the other, and then the third one will be here. So from these ones you can or add splitters where you will be able to add more fans. So it has 7 entries, yes, but it can control more than 7 ones. And it has already the first one installed. This one is the square RGB fan and the back, and it has these 2 LEDs. The first one is for the front panel, where the front facing side of the case, which is LED 2. And the second one, it is for the power supply strut, which has an RGB strip too, like this. You remove it, you take it off, you install your SSD, and then you put it back in its original place like this, and then you screw it again. Here we have the hard drives. It can have 2 hard drives here, 1, 2. The downside where I really liked it very much, because as you can see, it has very long foots. So, and a big shout out for ENERMAX for doing that, because I really like foots, and having long foots really helps with the airflow of the case. It really helps for the aeration of the power supply, because without them, or with very short feet, your power supply is really not gonna be able to breathe. And same thing for the fans here, because as you can see, air will go from here to the fans, and it will help with the airflow. And these 4 screws are here to remove the hard drive socket. So if you don't want to have it, you don't have a hard drive, or you want to place a big radiator in the front at 361, so you will need to remove it to have more space. This is how the front side of the case looks. We have, as we said, the 3 fans slot. I see that the middle one is a bit small, but I mean, I'm talking about quantity of air going through, of course, but I think that it will be not a problem. Here in the front panel we have this part here, which seems like a paper, which is actually the LED part, because for front facing airflow it's not that the best actually, but it's not that bad in the meantime, because it has all these holes which let the air go in. But in the back I don't see how the air will enter directly, because it has a lot of it will find problems going in directly, but I'm sure that they studied it and made sure that the air can go in directly. And another problem I will expect from this panel here, the LED one, is that once you put the fans at full speed, it will start moving like this or make a lot of noise. I expect that. I'm not that sure. It's not the most solid case I have ever seen, but again, you're not gonna take this case with you to war or anything, so it's just solid enough and light, very light, to be able to withstand a PC or not anything. As I said again, you're not gonna take it to war with you, it's just a case. But if someone is wondering about its resistance, as you can see, it plays a little bit. But I think that once the case is closed and it have all the parts holding it all together, it will stop moving or having any of these. It's not an issue. I was so gonna say issue, but it's not an issue, so yes, it will not have that once it's all installed. Overall, the case looks very good, it's very solid and very beautiful. The RGB lights that it has is very fluid. The 13 effects that it comes with are all very beautiful, and it has 7 slots, so you can plug in all your other super controllers, and it also can connect to the motherboards, so no problem with that. The front facing panel doesn't make any noise when the fans are at full speed, so no problem with that too. So overall the case is very good, and I really recommend it because it's beautiful, especially with its side panel, which is made of glass, and all its other features. Although I did have some problems with the LED button, which is the reset one. It's too close to the switch button, so I ended up turning off the PC every time I wanted to change the color set. But other than that, I really recommend the case and really think that it is a beautiful model. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss any other of my next videos. Also, you subscribe to my Instagram, we're now at 20k, it's daily GTech and everything is down there in the description box.